U.S. Congress members sent a letter to Governor Asa Hutchinson urging him to speed up the distribution of emergency rental assistance funds. Thanks for joining us here for your 5 News at 6. I'm Erica Thomas.
And I'm Darren Bobb. 5 News reporter Catherine Gilker spoke to the governor about the process. Joined us live in the studio now with more on where all this stands. Catherine?
The Arkansas Department of Human Services says our state has received $173 million in emergency rental assistance funds from the federal government, but have only given out $8.4 million. The governor told me today the state is streamlining that application process. This letter was sent from members of Congress to the governor urging the process for distributing emergency rental assistance funds to be sped up. Governor Asa Hutchinson says he took their letter very seriously and the state is working on improving their system.
We have a requirement right now that both the tenant and the landlord has to sign off on it. We're simplifying that process. We're also adding additional resources that will hopefully streamline the delivery of needed assistance.
Arkansas was one of 5 states who received the same letter. It says these states have distributed less than 3% of the federal funds they were given. To help, Hutchinson says they looked at what was causing delays in other states, and it all seemed to be the same sign-off process by the tenant and the landlord.
But once you verify that existence and that there really is the rent that is due, then at that point we're going to be able to simplify it and not require the sign-off by the landlord. We can get that money directly to the tenant.
The Crawford-Sebastian Community Development Council distributes the rental assistance funds for the 2 counties. Since November of last year, they provided assistance to 247 households, totaling just under $300,000. Family Service Counselor Brittany Hamilton says around 1,000 people have applied but haven't gotten assistance because of lack of documentation or not completing an application.
And that's really initially been the holdup, is just getting the required documentation turned in and getting the landlords on board with working with our program and accepting these funds.
If you plan on applying for the assistance, she suggests you read the instructions carefully and get all the documents it asks for. Hamilton says you don't have to have internet access to apply. You can apply by mail or over the phone.
I definitely feel there's still a great need, especially with the moratorium being lifted. Especially around the 1st and kind of the end of the month, we do see an influx in applicants.
More than $6 million have been distributed to more than 1,200 Benton County households. There is still plenty of funding throughout the state. If you want information on how to apply, you can visit our website at 5newsonline.com.
All right, Catherine, thanks. In Oklahoma, close to 10,000 households have been helped through Community Cares Partners, which is the organization that distributes those federal funds.